Hello viewers, welcome to QuickBooks 2016. My name is Charles. We are working in module 2 right now, and in this module we are talking about how to get started setting up your company file in QuickBooks. In this particular video, I want to show you how to go into my company option and change some of the options you set up when you went through the easy step interview. One of the things that it asked you to do in the very beginning was to enter your email address, your phone number, your website, things like that. I'm talking about your company, not you as an individual, but as a company. You might not have entered any of that information, or you might want to change that information. And if you do, I want to show you where to go to actually change that. We are already in QuickBooks, as you are seeing in the screen, and I want to show you how to change that information you set up about your company. If you want to edit any of your company's contact information, head up over to the menu. One of the things I want you to guys to pick from, right, is that as other applications like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, this is the menu. The whole of this is the menu bar. We have another, let me show you slowly. We have one, what they call the icon bar. This is the icon bar. You can put it horizontally. You can also put it on top. This is the, because when I put it on the top, at least you can be able to get it right. This is the menu bar. This is the icon bar. And this is where we are working. This is the home screen. That's where we are working from. Hope you have picked those, because some of those, they are going to be key for you to know where to go. The menu bar is the first one on top. The second one, if you are to put it that way, it's supposed to be the icon bar. But as I said, don't get stuck, or don't get stranded when you find that the icon bar, someone has put it on the left, or it's not actually there. We can actually hide that icon bar. Now it's not there. You go to view, then where you check, you can rotate it 3 times. You can put it on top, you can put it on the left, or you can hide it. Whatever you do is okay, but I prefer to put it on top. At least everyone can be able to see, just like these other Microsoft applications are designed. So we've said that if you want to edit any of your company's contact information, you head up to the menu bar and click on company. So when you come here on the menu bar, we click on company. After clicking on company, you will then see, or you will then look for my company. This is the my company item. After clicking on my company, it will bring for you. After clicking on my company, it will then bring for you, it will display that information. Whatever we entered, it will be displayed there. Remember, that's the very first information I entered when I was starting this company file, and that's our company file that we created. We are seeing that the business name we entered was Casey Group. We entered the phone numbers, the fax numbers, email address, website. We entered those information at the start. But if you had not put in anything and you had only put in the company name, you could come here on this small pencil you are seeing here. If you had not put anything, you can come to this small pencil. When you click on that pencil, it will take you to that. That's exactly the same item that we used. I can even add here on address. I say Kampala, Uganda. When you fill in all this information here, you can come and click OK. And we say the reason as to why we are putting in this information is because we want to do correspondences. We want to send quotations to customers. Of course, there is no way you're going to send something that is not having the details of the company. So when you do that, let me first cancel this. You can continue to put East Africa, just to be more specific to someone who can't actually know where the things are, just to put more clarity on that. So you are seeing that most of the fields that we needed to fill are now filled. So I'm done putting all the information that I wanted. You can press OK. Now when you press OK, QuickBooks is telling me that I need to update my legal name, legal address in the dialog box that pops up, because we've seen this dialog box, it gives us, they are telling, because it's the only thing I have changed. I've changed only the address, and now they are asking me if I want to update. Now this, if you find that your contact information and legal information are still the same, you don't need to go ahead and do that, because when you say no here, QuickBooks will automatically use that same information from your contact info and put it over here where the legal name and address goes. So we are seeing that these are not the same. So can come here and say that's what I've been telling you, that if they were not the same, then they are going to pull that legal address over here, as you have seen. Maybe you can cancel that a little bit and we be as if we are editing again. I can come here and say Uganda. That's what I wanted to show you, is Africa. And you press OK. When you press OK, you come and say no. Then it has updated all this. If you press yes, it will take us to the other point where it was pulling the legal address. It was not finalizing anything. So you press no there, and we are seeing that everything is now filled in. So some other information on this screen that I just want to point out, you can manage your Intuit account right over here. Here is where we manage our account. You can see the authorized user account details. You can click here. If you want, you can click here to go over and manage your account, but I don't want to go there right now. That's why I'm closing it. It will take some time, but you can click there as I've shown you, and be able to adjust whatever you wanted. My company. So you can also see the license, the product, and that information. If you want to manage your account, you can just go there and sign in and be able to adjust whatever you want. So you can cancel this out because we have done changing what we wanted to change. Maybe one last thing that we didn't talk about is if you need assistance. Maybe if you need something, because if you need assistance or support from QuickBooks will always ask for you the license number. This is the license number. QuickBooks will always ask for you the product number. So those two items, and where do we get those two items? We get them from there. That's what I wanted to talk about that I had forgotten. And you can see that information right over there that we wanted to have in our company. So those are the things that basically I wanted you to have a look at. Maybe going down here, I'm seeing there are other things that are down here that I had not spoke about. The things to do with the turning on, these are just other apps or other services that are going to be that Intuit is or QuickBooks is recommending for you to use. There are other things that you can see. Turning on payroll, because I told you payroll is something you are not just going to use for free. You pay for it. So you are seeing all these. There are different apps that work with QuickBooks, and if you want to set those up, you will just see some of those right here in this area. We are seeing accept credit cards, order checks, add inventory, advanced inventory, application, app center. These are the things that you can actually add, but most of the time with those things we pay for them. They are not for free. If you want to run payroll through Intuit, you can do that. If you want to use Intuit merchant service account, you would also check out that. You can also order checks from Intuit, and there are other things right over here that you can basically have. But all those information, you are going to get them under my company option. Now we have finished changing that information, or adding that information if at all you had not added it. So when we are done, you want to go ahead and close that window, because we don't have anything add here. We close that window, and now the information has been updated, the one for the company. Those small things that we added in there, we've seen they have reflected there, and that's how you are going to use the My Company option. Now that you know how to edit your company contact information, you want to look at some of the preferences that are available in QuickBooks before you get started actually working with your company file, because we need to set also these preferences. It's like the QuickBooks environment. So we want to look at that, and we see how we can be able to see the different components of the QuickBooks environment. And that's what we are going to see in the next video. We'll see you there.